Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life, Insomniac Quilting Series, episode number 11. So get your pajamas on and join me when you cannot sleep and you feel like doing something, or hanging out with me while I do something. So, yeah. Tonight, I'm trying to be quiet at the same time as do all this because everyone's sleeping and it's been a really long day. I have these panels. They are not in English, as the description says. They're cute though. And it's pre-printed bag. Here's a bag piece. And then, oops, grabbing my thread. And then I guess this is a bag. I cannot tell if this is supposed to be handles or what this long piece is supposed to be. I have no idea. So I guess once I cut it all out, I will figure it out because the directions aren't in English. It just shows a picture, whatever, and you need a zipper. So I pulled out a zipper for this one, brown, because the accent color here is brown. And then I pulled out a zipper for this one, which is pink. And yes, my zippers finally came in the mail. I didn't order a lot, but I got 20, so, and I got 18-inch in case I need to cut them down. So I'm going to start with just one in case I get super duper confused. I also pulled out some scrap batting, which is on the floor, in hopes that I'll be able to do at least one bag with the amount of scrap batting I have in here. I kind of chopped up 90% of my batting already for purses and other bags and things that I have been making. So all I have left is little tiny pieces of scrap batting. But I'm going to attempt to make this. We'll see how well it comes out. So, hi Vicky, and the other people that are here not talking. I'm going to come over here and pretend that I understand what's going on here. Take some scissors. Hi Linda. And I'm going to start by just cutting out these pieces. Like I said, I still don't know what this is and or this. Kind of thinking this one is straps. I don't know what this one is for. So I guess I'm going to have to figure it out along the way. So I'm just going to cut, I guess, around this area, but it's not dark enough for me to tell. I do know that the stitching line is there. So I guess I will stitch on the stitching line and cut away from the stitching line. And I'm just going to have fun with it while I hang out with you guys. I didn't feel like doing anything quilting related because technically it's early in the morning on Sunday, and I didn't want to get too technical with something that I would have to finish on Sunday. And then people would be like, well, I didn't get to see that in the middle of the night. What are you working on? You know? So, you know, I'm not very good with the scissor cutting, by the way, guys. I really suck at this. You'd think, you know, I started with scissor cutting all of my projects, and you'd think I'd be really good at it by now, but I am not. All right, so this part is cut out. And I still don't know what those are, so I'm not going to cut them until I really think about it. I have to think. These, I'm going to assume, are the handles for the bigger bag, but it doesn't seem big enough. I have no idea. This one gets a lining and a zipper. And I was wondering how the zipper comes down into it, because in the little picture, it shows it looking like it has zipper tabs, but those two pieces are too long to be zipper tabs. But it doesn't show that this bag has handles for this little thing. So I could change it up since I don't know what it is, and or bypass the whole entire thing and just make what I know how to make. All right, so this would be the lining for that, and this is the one that gets the zipper. All right, then there's this piece, and I'm 100% sure that is handles because it matches this bag. Has anybody ever made a bag with pre-printed panels that are not in English. That'd be something to know if it worked for you. You know, if it works for you, then it'll work for me. Hi, Diane. Hope you guys are in your pajamas hanging out. Can't sleep. You really wish you were in bed sleeping because you're exhausted or you don't feel good. But you just can't. Because that's how it works. With an insomniac. Alright, I guess I'll just throw all that on the floor. And I probably could have rotary cut some of this, but I still have to cut this in half. That's right. I'm going to cut it on the line very carefully. I'm wondering if maybe those pieces are the back parts of the handles, but they're not the same length either. So they can't be that. So I'm still lost. I don't know. Can't say that I've ever made anything that wasn't in English. I'll show you right now. This is how it is in. Let's see. Can you see that writing? It's Korean or Chinese or Japanese or Filipino or like above all this. See? Don't know. I have no idea what it says. I am so lost. So I'm just attempting to figure it out. I think I'm going to rotary cut this out though. This is the main bag part. Let's see if I can't get this absolutely correct. And I'm going to get both the lining and the main bag. And I just drop the pieces. See, this might be for zipper tabs right here. There's a big blank piece right there. It's got to be for something. Because there's no way that zipper thing connects to the bag like just randomly, you know? So I have to iron some of this because I had it folded and put in a drawer. Yeah, it's very crazy. It was, I don't even remember who got these for me. Somebody got them for me. I don't remember who they were. Pretty sure they were ordered online. Oh, they're Japan. Made in Japan. One step quilt. Printed by Leisen. Leisen? Made in Japan. They're cute. Very cute. Hopefully they turn out cute. And since you guys know I've been on this weird bag kick lately, making all sorts of bags. Just because I want to. Okay. Now to separate the two. I still need to cut more for that. And I still have to cut out the little corner pieces too. Pretty sure I'll be able to figure this whole thing out just right. And this is going to be the little boxing of the corners for this. Alright, so there's the lining for the big part. This is the lining for the outer side. And I'm going to quilt it too, just so that it looks nice. and gives it some stability, obviously. I just need to figure out what that one piece is for. Because I still don't have no idea. What are you guys all up to tonight? Anybody doing some sewing? Probably could have saved all these little pieces or something. It's a good thing I throw most of my stuff on the floor. Okay. So that would be the top part. And I'm going to plug in the iron real quick. Okay. So this would be the top part of the bag. There's the lining. And I'm pretty sure these are the straps. Be one for this side and one for that side. Okay. So all that goes together over there. And I don't know what these pieces are for. And I'm going to assume that this little area can be for zipper tab part right there. Because there's no other way to hook that without it. You know? I'll show you the picture of this all in a second. What it's trying to show. Alright. So like, hold on, let's cut this out real quick. And then I'll show you. No, there's no pockets. Not according to the picture. Let me show you. 2 seconds. Chop all this excess off so I can show you the picture. Alright. Let's see. So it's pretty much mostly English. Let me hold it. Nope, that doesn't work. So it shows the outer part of the bag, right? And then you could see that this probably says, oh, that's, you know, where you sew, that's where you hook your zipper, that's where you whatever. Then it shows the outer part of the bag again. Then it shows the inner lining. Then it randomly shows it together like that. Now, if you notice, there's a space right here and a space right here, which doesn't show anything. You know, it just says to put the zipper. Well, how does the zipper inset without anything there, right? So it has to have some kind of something at the end of the zipper and at the beginning of the zipper. Then again, it shows the big part. Then it shows 2 tubes. So I'm assuming that's those 2 pieces that match. Then it shows the outer or the lining. And again, it's just pointing at probably the seam lines or maybe to the next step. And it shows putting the lining together, folding it, hooking those. Then it shows leaving a hole. Then it shows the bag with 2 handles. Then this side shows the bag and the little zipper pouch. Again, in the picture, you can see something is down here at this bottom. So I'm going to assume that it's got to be something, you know. Hi, Delilah. So, yeah, I'm going to assume that it's probably this piece, maybe? I don't know, because this doesn't look like a handle. It's too skinny for me to have made the handle. Those other pieces are thicker. So, I'm pretty sure those are handle. And this is whatever. And it does show this cut in half. So, which would make it in half. It would be, doesn't show it attached to anything, but it's 1.5 inches. It's got to be part of the zipper area. Okay. I'm just going to cut it in half now. And then I'm going to press everything. Or the zipper tabs could be made from this little piece. I'm going to assume this little piece, and that this is for where the zipper hooks to from the inside so that it sets in. You know? I have a feeling that that's what it is. It's my 18-inch zipper in length. With, if you were to fold this around, the zipper, it comes to about half the bag. So I think these go with the zipper to inset the zipper, which I've never done. So I will have to figure this out. So this is nice and pressed. We're going to work on the little tote first because I'll have to figure it out. Sandwich zipper between lining and outer. I have a feeling though it's somehow connected to the zipper in some sort of way. Flat, flat, flat. Lining is flat. I'm going to flatten this piece. And I probably am going to cut 1 inch off of that and use it as this, if it's folded in half, is the whole bag in length. So I'm going to have to cut the zipper down like a few inches. Oh wait, let's do zipper second because that just seems so hard. Let's do this part first. Why? Because it seems easier. Darn those instructions that are not in English. Hey. It's not like these bags are they're just for me to make. They're not really for anything specific. Alright, so let's start with the outer part, and I'm going to quilt it real quick. Very simply quilt it. Because at least that part I could figure out on my own. I'm not using very thick batting. I didn't mean for this bag to end up very thick. I don't really need it to because it's just me doing something for fun. So Like I said, I don't have much big pieces of batting left. So I need to quilt some more quilts so I can have more leftover batting. Okay. That should be enough for the other couple pieces. All right. I'm going to quilt this very simply. Straight lines. How simple can that be? All right. Maybe you can get it translated online. I wouldn't even know how to translate it, honestly. Let's put this stuff out of the way. I'm not even going to bother basting this or anything. I'm just going to quilt it. Change my stitch length. I'm going to start in the center and just kind of make my way from this center to this center, nice and easily. And everyone, sorry, can't stay up too tired. Good luck with the bags. Thank you, Linda. Good night. We'll see you next time. Plus, I will be on again later today for Sew Sunday. Okay. That looks about center to me. All right, I'm just going to go straight down. One side to the other. Slowly. Take a picture of the writing and ask Google what it says in English. I don't even know how to do that. Remember, I'm not very computer savvy, guys. I'm kind of computer dumb. No big deal. If anything, I'll just put it together how I know how to put things together. Oh, and I'm stitching about an inch apart, I guess. Well, at least I'll have a video if you ever make one of these. Just remember to go to the Insomniac Series episode 11, where I make this dumb bag and not know how to read the words it says. Okay. So again, I'm just stitching about an inch apart. I'm not very good with straight lines, but for some strange reason, this almost looks legit. Oh, and if my hair seems wet, it's because I just took a shower. When I can't sleep, I do lots of stuff. And one of those things is take showers. All right. So now that I've gone a couple that way, I'm going to swap to going this way so that everything kind of stays, what's the word? From shifting, since I didn't spray base or anything. And there's no backing because there'll be lining, so. They're definitely cute. After I finish quilting this, I will bring it to the camera and show you. They're really cute. I just wish I knew what it said. Probably will only get one set done tonight. Alright, I'm going to turn it again. Like I said, I need to try to keep it from shifting, so. You know, I was on Quilts watching tonight, and she said about using her knee lift. You know, I have a knee lift for this machine, and I actually haven't tried it to see if it actually works in the seat that I'm in with the distance between the table and my leg. That'd be so much easier with this project. I'm gonna have to find it so I can put it on my machine and see if it changes how I'm working. Almost done. I'm not trying to loudly sew because I don't want to wake anyone. I need a house with a basement so I can go down into a basement and work as loud as I want. It's rare to find houses with basements around here, though. Out of bobbin. Out of bobbins, period. What? I'm going to roll like 2 real quick because that way I don't have to do it again. Because it is kind of loud. Yeah, the reason that there is basements, the reason why there is any basements around here is because houses are built up on a hill. So if the house is flat on the top of the hill and there's the backyard, like my backyard goes like this, some houses actually they were dug out on the bottom and they put basements in them. Which is really cool, but it's rare. This is the loudest part of this machine. Now you know why I don't really do this but during the day. It's the loudest part. Looks like tomorrow, if I do any sewing, I have to make sure I roll bobbins first. Or I should say today, because technically it's going to be later today. But I bound a quilt earlier, so that's probably why I ran out of bobbin. Got this cool little nifty bird threader from Anna. Oh my goodness, it works so much easier. And since I don't know how to use the threader on my machine, this little thingy, it's just a little itty bitty, can you see it if I hold it up to the machine? It's a little bird. Hi, June. Hi, Tiffany, everyone. The first time live with you. I haven't seen you here? What? You haven't been here on a live? That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're here. This is my Insomniac Quilting Series, where I come on and just do random whatever when I can't sleep. And just like any TV episode, you actually don't know what's coming up the next episode. So any of the Insomniac episodes are only named Insomniac Quilting because I don't know what I'm doing and you don't either. It's like a suspense until the next episode. Shift that right there. So that's going to be hidden. Cut that thread real quick. You saw those what? I was looking at the Juki Pro with walking foot. What's a Juki Pro? Is it another machine like mine, but for pros? And my sisters, when you are live. Oh, the hummingbird threader? Yeah. It's adorable, and it works. And since I've never figured out the threading thing on here, and I've only done it once, well, technically twice in the whole time I've owned this machine, it comes in handy. Almost in. I actually like it with the straight lines like this. Alright, let me just sew on each side real quick with the last stitch line. Right next to the seam line. Trim off all the excess. I'm going to do like any other bag, except I think this one hooks together openings on the side instead of at the top and bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to cut all this excess batting off. I'm going to make the little handles real quick because this bag doesn't need much. And this one will be done. Okay. Jump through it on the floor. Alright, now there's the handles. I stuck them somewhere. Oh, I stuck them over there. Okay, let me press them and put some batting in them. I need more than this. I'm going to put some thick batting in the handles because I think the handles need thick batting. Oh my, look at that. Just enough. Perfect. Perfecto. Alright, so I'm going to cut it just about a little bit shy. So I'm going to let it fold in. there, so we'll cut it about right there. Okay. I'm going to go press this in, and then I'll sew it. Actually, hold on. Let me press it real quick. I don't want that much. Just want like a quarter of an inch. So I'll have to cut the batting out just ever so slightly. So I need to cut it down ever so slightly. Okay. Oh! Okay, I'll just fold it in half, make it easier. Cut it down about right there. Now, stick it in there and fold it in half. It has lines on it. It wanted to be folded in a quarter of an inch and then fold it together. And look, I put my binding clips inside this little treat thing. It had candy in it, and I washed it. And I put my binding clips in it. Look at that. Multi-use. Okay. I'm just going to fold this together, put some clips on it, and then I'll sew that seam. The way it's sort of thick. And then I'll attach them to the bag. Because I don't like thin handles. And neither does anyone else. Hi, Loretta. Using my Go Big to cut all those black 2.5-inch strips, I get 18 one pass. Oh, you mean for the block swap? How many of my subscribers, and you can answer this later, for those that watch this later, are doing the Quilts block swap? I am, just so you guys know. It's my first block swap. So it ought to be fun. I still have another one that I still have to fold. I like thicker handles. All right, this guy is done. Now let's fold this one. I'll be right back. I'm just pressing. Let's trim this down. put it in here and fold it up. It's cute. Mine are just in a cup. And not because I don't order material online. I want to see and touch it, so I backed out. Why couldn't you just do it with scraps? That's what I'm doing. I have a whole entire tub of scraps that I'm using. All right. Fold this in half. Roll flip on. Fold in half. Roll flip on. This is probably the harder way to do things. But there was actually lines on this, so I'm assuming that this is how they wanted people to put this thing together. It's not like an arm bag. I think it's just a handbag size because, I don't know, handles weren't very big. I probably could have used those other pieces for something. Mine came in a little metal tin. Oh, your binding clips? Mine came in a bag. And then they were in a whatchamacallit, one of my little tubs for a while, but I decided to be cute about it when this finally was empty and didn't have no more little candies in it. I said, I think I know what I can use that for. And they sell these at the dollar store anyway. So if I want to get another one to cuten other things like pins and stuff in it, then I'll just go to the dollar store and get it. All right, now I'm going to sew these. Start right here at the top. I'm going to sew 1/8 of an inch seam. I'm going to try to keep everything nice and lined up. Said the white fabric had to be Kona white, so I just want to just buy the white I gave everything else. Why don't you just use, she said you can use a white muslin, also a good quality muslin. That's all I'm going to use because I don't have Kona cotton and I don't buy Kona cotton. So I think that the Waverly brand at Walmart feels exactly the same. So I'm going to do a second decorative stitch on that edge. Alright, now for the other side. If I can just flatten it out good enough. And now for a second decorative stitch. Alright, that should be good. Alright, let's do this one now. I have all this scrap fabric, but my white fabrics have design on it. I would just say use a muslin or something that you can buy at the store, honestly. You only need for 50 pieces, what, half a yard? I don't even think that's a half a yard for 50 pieces, because I just did the pattern that I did the video of. I cut 4" by 2.5" strips off of 20 pieces, and I got 160 pieces. That's a lot. So you would only need 5 or 6 strips, something like that. Plus, for a 3.5, you would get, oh my God, I have to think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You would get 10. 2.5 by 3.5 off of a 2.5" strip. You need 50. So yeah, 5 strips. All you need is 5 strips. 2.5" strips. All right, I'm gonna press these so they kind of lay flat, you know, and then I'll trim them. That way they're the same exact size. Put all these away because I don't think I need them again. Okay. Let's make both these the same exact size, which they pretty much are, but I'm straighten them just in case. Okay. I literally cut off like not even 1/8 of an inch between both. Okay. So now let's put the strap handles on. I am going to measure in for these. Okay. I'm going to measure in from the seam allowance. Like this. We're going to go in 1, 2, 3. Make sure they're facing the right way. So between, no, we want it there. Between the 2 and the 3, so 2 inches in. I could have just left my binding clips out the whole time. Alright, let's do this again. So it's 2 inches in. It's facing the right direction. Right there. I'm pinning it. And then we'll put the other sides on. Same exact procedure. 2 inches in from my seam line because my ruler is actually 12 inches and it is 100% the same size between seam to seam. So, all right, let's do this again. There on the 2-inch line. Go pin. Make sure it's not tangled. 2-inch line. There, grab a pin. Okay. Now I'm going to sew these guys on. I do have a piece that I found today that I think would work. I can see, you can see through any white fabric. You guys know this, right? I have held up every single brand of white fabric that I can get my hands on, and you can see through them all, every single one of them, especially if you hold it up to a light. All right, I'm going to sew this on with a 1/4 inch seam because my final seam will be bigger, and I don't think anything heavy duty is going to go into this bag, so I'm going to just sew back and forth a couple times. No need for it to be a bazillion times like I normally would. All right. Okay. Not tangled or anything. Right to the side. I kind of think I want to put a pocket. But then I'm like thinking, this is just like a bag to throw junk in, so I don't know. I don't think it needs a pocket. Alright, last one. Everything seems legit. So you can get all of those white piece out of chart pack. You need 25 5-inch squares to get your 50. It made it so easy to cut them, June. If it's easy to see through, it won't work. Trust me. You should be able to see through it without trying. Little bag for shopping. I meant I can't see through it, but I don't think there will be too many over now. Okay, now I need to put this together and sew down this side and this side, not the top, just the two sides, and then I'll box the corners because they're already pre-cut, and same with the lining, and then I'll put the lining into the top and do the whole thing. So I'm just going to sew these now together. Everything lines up, lines up. It's all the same. Sew down these two sides. With like bigger seam than that. Let's see, where's that seam line? Okay, it's right there. So it's like guess I don't even know what that size of the seam. It's not a 1/2 inch, but it's not a 1/4 inch. Trying to stay on the line that builds on the fabric. Alright, now this side. Matched it up. Hi, Michelle. Alright, now I'm going to box the corner. I'm going to spread this seam open. Not that it really matters because it's a cheap bag, but I will use it for something, so whatever I end up using it for, shopping, whatever. At least it'll be somewhat flat and sit nice. Okay, so I'm just going to box this real quick. Stay down. Alright, now I box this side. Again, I'm going to open the seam. Use my fingernail to split it. Alright, so there's this part of the bag so far. I'm going to trim away some of this down here so it's not that bulky. also going to open the darn thing up. And from the other side, not the side that the batting is on, I'm going to press that seam open the rest of the way. Oh, it's a cute little bag. Maybe I should have made it with better material. Or better, thicker batting. Screw it, I'm gonna leave it. Looks good just like that. Alright, so there's the outside of the bag so far. Now let's put this lining together. Right sides together. I really like the idea of a pocket on the inside. Even a slip pocket. Maybe that's what that piece was for. You know that? I bet you that's what this was for, was a little slip pocket. Because it's... No, that looks stupid. Nope, I don't think that's what that was for. I think this is just going to be a regular little bag to throw crap in. Alright. Now I'm going to sew down this side and down this side. And while they are not even, I'm going to stretch this real quick and then press it because it's wonky. So if you ever have wonky fabric, pull it on the bias, stretch it back into place. I'm going to purposely sew it into place after I press it real quick. Alright, so now that's good. I'm going to make sure this is nice and even right here. Now that it's not as wonky. And that side looks even. Okay, good, 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 and good. So now I'm going to sew down these sides, except I'm going to leave an opening in the lining right here so that I can flip the bag. Oh, it would help if I changed my stitch length. Break the stitch, come down here, finish the stitch. Turn it around. Do this side. And I left my opening right here to pull the bag out. So if you have a full bottom, then a side is where you would, flip the bag. All right, now to box the corners. Again, just because I want to prevent so much bulk, I'm just going to finger press this down here open. Line it up nicely. And so box this one. Okay, there, okay. And it should work. Just cut garden strips, then use those. Time shell, arranging. Okay, that will work. Thanks, Diane. You're right about the pocket inside. It probably was supposed to be the pocket, but I'm not going to add it. I'm already beyond that. It's okay though, if that's what it was supposed to be. It didn't match the same fabric though. It was kind of weird. That's okay though. It doesn't show it in the picture. Alright, again, I'm just going to trim away some of this excess fabric. because the sew line gave it a big, huge seam allowance, and I don't want all that bulk down in the bag. Okay. Now that I remembered I used such a big stitch length, I should go back and over sew on that. Only because I just realized I did use that big stitch length. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but it's kind of more of a quilting length that I think, more than it is not a quilting length. So I'm just going to do the sides real quick. Just right on top of my seam. All the way down to this bottom real quick. Come right into it. Back stitch. Same with this side. Just right on top of my stitch line. Come really close. Okay. There. Now if I yank it, ooh, that's nice. Nice and tight now. And I back stitched along this, so that part don't matter. Along the bottom. Yeah, that's really good. But you know what? Just for the measure of the fact that I'm doing all this, I might as well just do it anyway. Because that's what I'm doing. Why not reinforce it? Because if it's a shopping bag, then it needs to be really tough. All right, now I'm going to put the whole thing, the little handles in here. Right. I'm going to flip this right side out. Like I said, it probably was supposed to be the pocket. I don't think that would have been a cute pocket though. I'm just going to put this in here anyway. And do this. Right sides together in here. And I'm just going to sew around this whole edge, lining up my sides. I haven't made a bag in a couple days, so if I in a couple weeks, so if I do this wrong, then that's my own fault for not paying attention. So I'm going to start right here. And sew all the way around on the line that it gave me to sew. I'm not even pinning it because there's no need. It's just a cheesy little bag. Everyone, my computer keeps buffering and I refreshed twice. Good luck on the bags. Okay, good night, Delilah. We'll see you next time. Sorry about your computer. I know what it's like though. Mine does it too. Alright. Just going around. Trying to stay on the line that they give me to sew on, but I don't think that line is the same as the other line at all. It's a cheesy little bag, that's for sure. Cute though, but cheesy. Okay. So now that I've sewn all the way around, let's pull this out through the hole. And it's not even big enough. They literally made this for Chinese hands, I guess, or Japanese hands. Oh. The bag is not thick, so it should all fit through. All right, look at that. This down in there and press it. Make sure that everything looks good. See, that's what the little zipper bag that goes with this is for, to go into the bag for, I don't know, use it as a little makeup bag, I guess. All right, I'm gonna go over to the iron real quick, and I'm gonna press this down. I want to make sure that I sewed and caught all those lines though, just in case. No, I didn't right here, but that's okay. I'm gonna top stitch anyway. All right, so I'm gonna go press this at the iron real quick. Just gonna hold it flat and press. It's not very thick, so it should go pretty quick. It's a cute little bag for like kids to play with. Put their dolly stuff in. What I think of when I see this bag is dolly stuff. Go figure. All right, so now I'm going to top stitch around this whole top, and then I'll pull the lining back out and close that seam. So now that I've pressed this, it lays nice and flat. I'm just going to sew about 1/4 inch all the way around really nicely, and I'm also going to make the stitch length a little bit bigger. Yeah, definitely a bag to put little dolly stuff in. That's probably what I'm going to do, is give it to the girls, because there's going to be 2 of them, so they can't fight over it. That's a perfect idea. Look at that. That way that little Elsa and Anna dolls can have something to go in. All right, I'm going to pull out the lining and seal up the hole. Now if I can figure out what side it's on. Oh, there it is. I'm going to press it down real quick so that it stays really flat. That way I can just sew right here along this whole entire side seam, because I usually do that across the bottom. But this time I'm doing it on the side. I want it to be super nice and flat. That way I get the perfect 1/8 seam. Oops. I'm going to roll that a little better. Oh yeah, I know. Just because they're sisters don't mean anything. All right. So I'm going to start at the bottom. Be nice to change my stitch length again. And I'm going to sew a really tight 1/8 seam. Seal this up. I'm glad I didn't add any pockets or anything, since I decided I'm just going to give these to the girls. Now I don't have to worry if the zipper one doesn't come out perfect. All right. Here is the bag. Oops, let me trim off some of these threads though. Okay. Bag number 1 complete. If I can get the lining to stay in there. It's not a very thick bag, so the lining kind of just sits in there. Perfect little girl size. What do you think? All right, let me bring it up to the camera so that you can see. cute little kid bag. I did pretty good on my stitching. So if I can get the camera, let's tip one of the lights real quick, see if that helps. So there's one side, and then the other side has 3 flowers. So there's that. Even though it's not very thick, it still stands up pretty good. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Didn't know I had a sneeze coming. All right, so bag part number 1 done. Let's figure out this zipper. All righty. So I'm going to quilt this one too. This one's just going to be a little different. So I just need a little piece of batting. Is that enough? Nope, that's not enough. Is this enough? Be nice and thick? Nope. Yep. So this one's going to be thicker because it's a smaller bag. And, well, I have this batting, so why not? Okay. I always have thread stuck all over batting when it comes from the long arm. Okay. Really thick batting. I'm going to quilt this real quick, and we're going to figure this out. So I'll leave this bag right here. Oh, thank you. I wasn't expecting that, but I don't know if anybody realizes this, but so much dust. Like if I do this and brought it up to the camera to show you guys, it's just covered. Cotton thread makes so much dust. So I'm going to start by pulling really tight. I'm going to do a center quilt line, and then I'm going to go around it by pulling really tight, and then I'll put the rest of the lines because this piece is kind of small. I'm going to change my stitch length again like I did with the first one. But I think I'm going to start with this first. And this one's kind of easy because there are lines from the pattern on here. So I'm going to pull really tight now and stitch all the way around it. So that way it doesn't shift or anything. I'm not even sewing on the stitch line. I'm sewing further from it. It's like a basting stitch. I just want it to lay really flat. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything, I think, Diane. It seriously messes with me. All right, I'm going to quilt this exactly the same as I did that. The straight line. Except I'm going to go from back and forth for the shifting. I probably don't even need that basting stitch. Yeah. My glide in the garage, the polyester that I use, it's a poly-wrapped polycore. That literally has no thread dust. That is like virtually lintless. I barely have to clean out the bobbin area. But I mean, I clean it out, you know, like the bobbin casing itself, but the actual bobbin area, it's like after every quilt I clean it, but I don't have to clean any time during the quilt. But I have, what's that other thread called? I don't remember. It's a cotton blend. It's cotton core poly wrapped or something like that, and it is dusty. Like I literally have to clean the bobbin case and the where the tension discs and stuff are between while I'm working on the quilt. It's crazy how much dust. And my machine sews, so the long arm sews way better with Glide. This I can use anything, so I can just open this drawer and use this brand, which I don't even know what it is. I could use this brand, polyester, Talon, whatever. I could use any one of these things, and it works great. But in the garage, the long arm, it's kind of picky. Polyester. Oh, I know. I use whatever I have, honestly, or whatever I can afford. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Superior Threads, so I spent a little too much money, but I needed needles for the long arm, and I couldn't believe the prices of the thread on there. I can go to the quilt shop and get this big spool, the Glide brand, no, not this brand, but the Glide, for $10. They had hold on. I can't remember the name of it. She uses Bottom Line, and you guys probably know. If somebody said the name of the thread, I'd be able to say, yeah, that's the one. They sold it on there, and it was not even the size of this spool. It was like half the size. It was only 1,500 yards, and mine for the long arm, I get 5,100 yards for the thread on the long arm for $10. And this other brand that was on there, it was like $16.89 for the spool, and I was like, seriously? Yeah, I'm never going to purchase that. I'll just get my needles on there for now. I use polyester thread for quilting and everything, Diane, so most of the time I try to use these guys up, and these are a little bit of everything. Some of them are even hand quilting threads. I've ran them through the machine with no problem, but I don't know. I've never had an issue. This one doesn't even say if it's cotton. Oh, this is cotton wrapped polyester. I mean, I've run all this stuff through here. It's just I choose a color and finish it up because there's so much of it, and yeah, gotta use it on something. Oops, come on, get out of there. Get out of there. This bag has a little, hold on. I'm going to fix it by some little back and forth stitches right here. It's getting a boo-boo fix in the fabric. A little rip. Adds character. Aw, how cute. Adds character. It's a little like rip in the bag. I have to use signature in my long arm, but I use polyester otherwise. Signature is the brand. There's another brand that's out there in the garage that my long arm is okay with. It's a polyester. It's really thick though. I think it's 30 weight. And so I really have to change the tension quite a bit when I put it in. All right, here's this. I'm going to trim that all away. Move that bag right here for now. All right, so I'm going to trim the batting away now. We're going to figure out this zipper problem. I'm really, really curious as what these other pieces were supposed to be for. So I just want to show you guys. So there was a tiny, oops, can't see the screen if that's on it. There was a tiny rip in the fabric. If that ever happens, just sew back and forth. Let me try to, what the heck, lighting? Just sew back and forth a bazillion times like that, even though the hole was definitely not that big. And you add a little bit of character to the bag. So if that ever happens, yeah. Oh, the brand was called So Fine on Superior Threads. That stuff is expensive. And you get a smaller amount. I get a larger amount for almost half the price. And it's the same thing. Same thing. It advertises that they're limitless and blah, 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 blah. All right, now I'm curious. I really think that these pieces are for the zipper. So I think that I'm not 100% sure about this, guys, but I'm going to create a crease in the bag for the halfway point, right? Like this. Okay. So I made a crease for my halfway point so that I know where I'm going. I'm going to do the same with this because I know I'm going to need that. All right, so I think this is how this works. I think the zipper goes on here first, which decides that zippers usually come from the right. So I'm going to come on here, my zipper a little bit from the bottom. Now's the time to use these again, and I'm going to move this out of the way now because I think it's in the way. So I needed the gap between. That's how it goes. I bet you anything. I'm going to sew this on one side like this and then flip it around to the other side when I go to hook it onto here. I think that's how it goes. Or I sew this on here first, like this, come all the way around, and sew the zipper onto that. No, I think it goes on the zipper first, guys. They really cost a lot. Margaret only uses one brand. The little spools are $10. Yeah, I can't afford that. A lot of us can't afford it, unfortunately. This 40 weight, mine is very picky, and I hate ripping out, so I just stay with it. I pay $12 for 3,000, so it isn't. What the heck? That's really making me sneeze in here tonight. Okay. I have a feeling that this is going to go on the zipper first. Like that. And then that sews to the bag. somehow. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sew this onto each side real quick of the zipper, and then I'll cut the zipper as needed. I'm connecting threads of Missouri Star Quilt Company. All right, so I'm going to sew first the zipper onto these long pieces because I'm going to assume that this is what's happening here. And I'm also going to move my zipper down a little. I'm not even going to bother pinning because I am pretty sure I can pay attention to this line. I'll just sew from the bottom. Might make it a little easier. And if I have to trim the zipper down, I will. So this is how I'm going to do this. Because remember, I can figure some things out. Changing my stitch length. All right. And you know, the funny thing is I wasn't good with zippers in the beginning, like at all. And I've done quite a few of them since, so I just haven't done a recessed zipper yet. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. So I don't really know how recessed zippers work, but I will figure this out. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open this up. I'm just going to finger press it, and then I'm going to stitch a top stitch. Oh, why thank you. This came from Chris as a birthday gift. It says quilting with my peeps. So it's very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, so now I'm going to sew down back the other way with a top stitch. Except I'm going to change the stitch length. And I'm sewing about an 1/8 inch top stitch. Alright, now that's on. And it's starting to curve my zipper, which is good because that's what's going to happen anyway. Alright, now we're going to put that right side down on this one. I'm going to flip it. Line this end up. I know that I'm going to have to trim this, but alright, I'm going to start with the zipper up here, sew it on, rechange my stitch length again. Alright, I'm going to move my zipper down. When I get to it, I will move it back up. And no, I do not use a zipper foot. I tried using my zipper foot and it's a hassle. So I've been doing all of my zipper stuff, anything with zippers, with my regular 1/4 inch foot. Yes, it was. Very, very nice. My socks, too, came from Chris. I'll hold my sock up. See if I can get my leg up here nicely. My socks have sewing machines and buttons and thread seam rippers and scissors and pin cushions, all of that on my socks. They're so cute. I kind of wear them all the time, so they're like wearing out pretty darn quickly. Which kind of sucks because I love them. So some things I just wear out, I guess. All right, so now I'm gonna finger press this and top stitch this. I think I'm figuring this out, guys. I'm pretty sure this is not how it was meant to be, but for me, it's how it's meant to be. All right, so I'm gonna change my stitch length again. Nice decorative stitch length. Nice and steady along the edge. All right, so now I have this wonderful piece that I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Okay, so this will go down on this side, right about here to the bottom, like that. And then my top inner lining is gonna go right side down, like so. Now I'm going to clip. So hopefully when we open this, no, that's not going to work. No, 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 no. Hold on. This will be on the inside of that. And that will be on the inside. So no, hold on. Anybody do zippers before? Can help me here? Hello? Hello, friends. I'm going to be stuck on this if I don't. Okay. Goes right side together. So that's going to be inside the bag. Oh my. And then this would be in the middle, right? The zipper always goes right side down. That's my center line, so I want my zipper to come right down to that. Like so. And then the lining is supposed to go right side on, because that would be in the center. And that would be right side in there. Okay. Maybe this is how it works. I think I'm going to smallden this, the lip of that, I think. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm figuring this out. No, I like it wide. We'll figure it out right now. Because I don't even know if I'm supposed to box the corners of this depending on how it comes out. So I'm going to lift that up a little. I'm going to stitch this on around with the lining. Face down. Other edge. What do you mean other edge? Other edge, other edge. It's terrible with my sewing machine. I can use it when I see. Okay. So like this. Sides together. Let's see how this works, because I'm not sure I'm even doing this correctly. We're going to try. So I'm going to put these together with some pins. Together all the way around. Pretty sure this is how it goes. I still have to be able to flip it, so the zipper will get opened on my next part around. So I know that the zipper will be in the way most of the way. But as long as I hold it down, I should be good. Because now I've made this top really wide. I should probably just sew this on and then sew on the lining, because now I'm going to have some really funkiness going on. But we're going to make it work, because I'll just put some little trimmings in it. Once I do it once, I can do it again. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, this ain't going to work. I'm going to stitch that on and then put the thing on, because I can't do it that way. Never mind, we flipped it in. Alright. I'm going to sew this on real quick. Change my stitch length again. Sorry guys, I can't spell when I see you. Make me nervous putting that zipper in. All right, so I'm going to 1/4 inch seam this. And I have it beyond my center, but my zipper is down at my center. We're going to see if this works. So I'm going to start coming around the curve. I'm just going to go slow. Try to stick with this 1/4 inch seam. It's a really tight turn. I don't know, it's for a kid. I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to zip from the right because I'm putting it on the left. So it would, when it's, oh, we'll see in a minute. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to come down to about that same mark. So right at that halfway mark. I'm just going to leave it long for a second. Oh yeah, see guys, I'm doing this correct because there would be the top of the bag, right? Aha. See, so I'm figuring this out. So let's put the lining on here now. It was better to sew it than it was to do the whole pin thing. All right, so I'm gonna put the lining on it now, make it a little bit easier. I'll line up my center with my center. Right there, everything's good, good, good. I'm gonna throw that inside there with that zipper. Throw that all in there. It's probably because it's trying to auto-correct you. Stay down, stay down. Make sure I got this the same. I'm gonna like totally just sew right here at the top so that it holds it down at the curve. Then I'll come back down the side over there. That's funny. Stop right here for a second. Come back to this side because I'm cheating here. Go on to this. I've never done this before, guys, and I don't think I'm going to do it again this way the next time. All right. Okay, so now I should be sewing on the line that it suggests me to sew on. So I still have raw exposed zipper. I don't get it. Something was not sewn correctly. Unless my top stitch comes closer, that will look dumb. So let me show you what I'm pretty sure I'm doing wrong here. All right, so the front looks great. So like that. That is probably how it is supposed to look. But when my bag is on the interior, you can see the inside of the bag perfectly. But if you were to look up under the zipper, so say we were unzipped, right? And you're looking in your bag, you're not supposed to see the raw edge of the zipper. So I probably was supposed to, I was probably supposed to fold this, you know, in half, like so, when sewing it, like that, somehow. But I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna leave it like this because, again, it's for a kid. So, and if anything, I don't know how I would put something there, but now I got to figure out how to get this side on, like so, you know, onto this side. So I was probably supposed to sew it like that onto here. So let's unzip the zipper part and leave an opening somehow. I don't even know how to leave an opening for this to get this other side on. I'm pretty sure I'm going to stop about right there. Oh, that can't work. Hold on. We're going to figure this out. Wrong side. This side sews to it. How am I even supposed to do that? This? I have no idea. How did I sew that? So that would be right side on the bag, right? And then this comes over onto this side, like that? No. Yes. And then you flip the bag through? No. Okay, guys. Now I am definitely lost. I definitely have the idea of it correct. Now I just got to figure out how to get that on there. So I guess this would sew to that, like that. And this would sew onto that, like that. And then these would sew together. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Zipper open, I guess. Sandwich it backwards. Like this, right? And then stitch around this. How would I flip it? I don't get it. I guess I just opened the zipper then. Okay, I see where I'm at. Open the zipper. Alright. I'm going to come down here. Line everything up again, because now it's not lined up. I get where I'm going now. I don't know how I messed up underneath this thing, so I really don't care now. I'm going to put a pin or a clip right here for a second, just along the top, and then I'm going to unzip it so that I can flip it. We're going to sew around this thing. Then I will trim off the excess zipper. Let's leave that open a little. Hi, Chris. Okay. See, I've never made one of these with this little lip thing, so now I'm really going to have to figure out how these actually go together, this little lip, because I'm pretty sure I did that all wrong. But you learn your lesson every time you make something, so you learn something new. This thing looks like a giant clam. It's a clam bag. Zipper from edge to edge. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to get this on here like that. And I guess, I don't know how I'm even going to close this bottom up. Let's see how that is. Stop at the very end. So I guess I could do the same with this one. Match that up. I'm going to trim the zipper off and then sew across the bottom, I think. Since I already messed the zipper part up itself. So I'm going to fold this in where both meet up. I'm going to create enclosure. And my zipper is nylon, so I can actually 100% sew right over it, which I'm going to do real quick to close the zipper off before I do anything so that I can trim it off and be safe. That's where it's going to end, right there. I'm probably doing this wrong, but oh well, guys. You learn, 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 learn. Okay, so I'm going to undo the zipper as best as I can. That should be good right there. I'm going to finish pinning along this. Did you guys see that? Just shot out of my hand. Yeah, I definitely did something wrong. I don't know what I did wrong, but I did it. Whatever it is I did, I did it. I have a seam ripper somewhere around here. It'd be nice to have a seam ripper. I need to open this up a little. Oh, there it is. Hiding. Yes, I got it. I'll figure it out. I shall figure it out. My stitch went a little too far on the other side, so if I just undo it a little bit, I could get it just right the rest of the way. All right. Let's bring this down. A lot of pins. I'm also going to figure out how to match this boxed corner. Oh. Next time I'm going to have to figure out how to do this correctly. Oh, you know, a couple more stitches need to come out. Here, I just had a genius idea to sew these two ends together. So I can get the stitches out. Right there. Oh yeah, there we go. So I'm going to come down right here, find these two ends, let them meet up. I'm wondering how I'm supposed to top stitch this whole thing too, because that looks kind of hard. Maybe I was supposed to do it one time after another, but maybe not. All right, so I'm going to come right here. I'm going to sew across this. Now that I have flattened both sides out. Right into that tip corner. Okay, trim off that excess. Okay, now I can sew this. Let's see if I can get it correctly all the way around. Yeah, I'm doing something. Guess I'll start at this end because it seems a little bit more not so tricky. Oops. It's not my fault that I'm lost, guys. The instructions are not English if you're just joining. They were in Japanese. They They were Japanese instructions. Come on. I've never done anything like this before, so. I'm going to have to come back to that end from the other angle to line everything up just right, because definitely does not line up. Like I had hoped. Alright. I'm going to turn it around so that I can get down into this corner. Supposed to go down underneath, between that and that. I'm going to try to stick my zipper up inside the lining, between the lining and the bag real quick, and then stitch it. I'm going to make sure that it landed where I wanted it. Alright. That's in between the lining and the bag. I don't know how I'm going to stitch that, but I'm going to stitch it. There we go. Never done this. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Now we do that on this side, in between the lining and the bag. Awesome, awesome. That's where it's supposed to be. Everything's sewn. Okay, so even though that was not supposed to happen, I'm going to top stitch somehow to hide that raw seam because it landed on the top and it wasn't supposed to. And now, I don't know how I'm going to close that. It's for a kid. What does it matter? I did it all wrong, guys. See? That's what I get for listening to myself. It's all raw edge. I don't know how it was supposed to sew on. It looks nice from the top. And the bag closes correctly. Closes correctly, but I don't know how I got that. See, I've never done one of these like this, so I don't know how it really works. I guess I'm just going to top stitch it, tight it. Like a nice top stitch right here on the edge, and the zipper will sit in like this. Yeah, someone who speaks Japanese. Hi, Marie. Hi, Tamara in Cairns, Australia. Welcome. And then we got Marie's in Alberta, Canada. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. June is in Iowa. Okay, so I'm just going to take and put a top stitch and sink this in somehow. Can't believe that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to go around this whole entire thing. I'm going to see how that looks because that's the only other way I can think of hiding. Let me press it with the iron real quick. I'll be in the screen in just a second. I don't know how to.
I guess I'm gonna have to watch more videos online. I also need to figure out how to box it when it's already made. Maybe a top stitch. That's what I'm going to do on this whole entire thing. So I'm going to top stitch this in the zipper, right, all the way around. And then on the bottom, I'm going to put a top stitch across this side and then fold it and put a top stitch across that side. That's how I'm going to hide my brand new, not knowing what I'm doing mistakes. So, because I have no other, I'm not a bag maker, guys, especially recessed zipper. I have no clue. All right, wish me luck. I'm stitching all the way around this beast with a nice 1/4 inch decorative stitch. All right, here we go. Hold on, I gotta come somehow further in towards the zipper, like that. Oh, that didn't close, did it? I gotta close the zipper right there too. All right, I'm gonna fold that. That's not gonna work, Tiffy. Put that zipper for a second. I'm gonna put a top stitch. Yeah, okay. Zipper has to stay open for a second. So I'm going to sort of box the bag right here at the bottom, starting with this top area. And all these stitches are just 100% decorative to close off things that got ruined because I don't know what I'm doing with these kind of bags. Okay, so I'm going to come over just a little. And this will be how wide the bottom is. And then I'll put top stitches from there. Okay, now put my stitch around the whole outside to recess that zipper and hide my mistakes all the way around. Slide that in, coming in from my layer. This is going to be one ugly bag. I can't believe I really royally screwed up. And I'm not picking anything out. You guys know me. Just work with what I got. And what I know and how I, whatever. This is going to be one weird bag. Maybe I've just created something besides the disaster. I'm not really wasting anything, guys. I'm learning. That's what I'm doing. I'm learning when I can't sleep and can't read Japanese. Oh, freaking hilarious. You guys are learning with me to not do this. Oh, it's hilarious. Come on. Push out right there. Right there. Alright. Now, my funky bag. Definitely is funky.
Now I need to stitch, whoa, right here. I'm literally going to fold it. Give me a second because this is kind of retarded. Like things can probably fall out the bottom. All right. I'm going to create a line right here. That looks pretty darn straight to me. And I'm going to top stitch from one side to the other like a French seam right on the edge. And then I'm also going to come over and do the same on the other side. Back stitch. Pushing that zipper all the way. All right, now for this side. That looks about even. Right there. My funky little bag, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'll show you in a minute what I have mistakenly done. Being creative with my Japanese bag. Land right where I want it. You guys saw that. Oh ho ho, don't sew through that many layers. I just broke me a needle. Hold on. Come on, push out. Don't ever sew through 500 layers. Pliers. I don't have my little pliers in here. So scissors it is. There we go. Found the end of the needle. Okay. Look at that thing. It's shattered into a bazillion pieces. Ladies and gentlemen, I have broken needle. That's like the third one though in all of my sewing. Remember, one went through my finger. This one now broke on this little bag. And yeah. Let's try these new Schmetz. Schmetz. Is that how it said? Schmetz. No, I don't want to use that because that's an E tool. I don't want to lose this tiny little itty bitty needle piece. The other piece, I don't even know where it went. Oh, there it is. So there's like two parts. So a ribbon to cover the seam, or just find it. Alrighty, needle, needle, needle. Aha. Sucks too because I just changed my needle like 3 days ago. On this machine, specifically for my Juki, I use organ needles. I don't know why. I think I've had better luck with the organ needles in here than I have any other brand of needle.
Where's my tools? Tools. Wow, that really broke. All right, I think I grabbed all 500 pieces of that needle. I don't know where the rest landed. Okay, let's put this new one in there. Now my fingers are greasy, oily. And before I tighten my needle, I always make sure, because I broke it by pushing too hard, I always make sure that it fits in my hole, because this is a single hole machine, and I've accidentally broke needles because it was not bent correctly or inserted correctly. So I always check before I tighten it so that I can adjust as needed. But sometimes it runs against the wall, and I don't want that. That was the reason why I had to send my machine in the last time, because every needle was rubbing against the wall. Oh, that's perfectly circled now. Okay. Then I tighten it and be on my merry way. At least you know the bag is strong. Yeah. I know this word is not in your sewing vocabulary, but slow down on thick parts and don't force it. Well, I'm going to go over it now because it's not fully sewn, but I'm going to go slow. I think I'll try. I really don't know what slow means, guys. I mean, I tried, but all right. Thread the needle. Look at how fast that goes with this little bird threader. All right, let's see. I literally only have a tiny bit to sew. Let's see if it'll sew through it without breaking. I'm sewing very slow. Okay, I sewed slow. Does that make you happy? All right, guys, I think that I have made a funky little bag. And remind me never, ever to do this again. Oh, look, it barely made it through the lining fabric. Ready, guys, to see my waffle? My apple waffle bag? I'm never doing this again. This is the funkiest thing I've ever wasted a zipper on. Looks like I need to learn how to do this correctly. Okay, so yes, Tiffy does make lots of mistakes, guys. And I will learn from it, hopefully. Oh, look, there's more piece of stuff back here. Yeah. Funky little bag looks okay from the top. It also has a nice flat taco bottom because I have now, what is that stitch called again? I just said it a few minutes ago too. French seam stitched it. My little zipper is now inset like so. So inside my taco is a lovely little zipper that is crooked as can be. See, it doesn't really sit flat, but it's my wavy taco. It's got lettuce and beef and everything in it. And then it zips up. Oh, clever bunny. I had to give it up ages ago.
I'm trying here, guys. All right. So then you open your little taco and flowers burst out. And look, it kind of, when I was French seaming it, it kind of caught the lining in some spots and then it didn't for the rest of the way. That's funny, right? So my taco, I can close my taco. Other than that, it was cute if I didn't mess up. Oh, let's look at that top seam real quick. Did it hide it completely doing that? Nope. You can still see raw edge even after that top stitch to ruin it. Go figure. See? I thought it would hide it. I could probably clip it off though, because technically it's only just a piece that's hanging, like my leftover that I could have trimmed. So it's on both sides because I did that. So remind me not to ever do that again. Somehow I would need to figure this out, how to do this. I'm gonna have to watch some videos on clam purses or something. But there's the little, it stands. Oh, look at that, guys. So here's a bag that came out great. One flower on one side, so that came out great. And the little taco can go inside and never be seen again. Look at the handles even stay perfect because I put all that batting in them. At least you got it done. Okay. Yes, I'm your machine. Thanks you. I know. Okay. I saw that. You could sew it and I saw that. Okay. It's okay. The girls won't care. Tell them it's fringe, right? So yeah. So here is my crap okay bag. Not okay taco. So the little matching taco can have nothing in it. It's just going to be for the girls, so I don't really care. I have nothing else better to do with this kind of stuff because it was given to me, so, and I'm never going to use it for anything else. So maybe I did just waste a zipper, but all right. I think I will show you guys one more time. There's the lining. How pretty is that? I mean, it even has the fake printed border on the top of the lining. See? So it's a darker print and it kind of separates it to make it look like it's two different prints. And it has a big flower here and then 3 flowers on this side. And I like the quilting being straight like that. Like my quilting was actually good. You know, it's spaced almost evenly. Same with the little bag. Obviously, I did pretty good on the stitching part, you know. But there's my taco and my taco bag. So there it is, guys. I'm only going to make one because I'm so pissed off at my little taco here that I'm going to have to watch YouTube videos myself like I do all the time, and a lot of you know that. I'm going to have to watch a lot more YouTube videos, and I think that next little piece left over, the little piece left over that was on this, I think I'm going to use to make a little pocket on the inside of the other one as well. And then I'm just going to watch videos because I messed up. Oh well. And then I'll learn my lesson. Also, look at that. I'm yawning. All this pissed off taco made me tired. Plus, I've actually been locked in a room. The door is blocked and the heat is coming in. So it's created a suffocation in here. All right, guys. So that concludes this morning's, the middle of the night's Insomniac episode number 11. I'm going to get off of here and take myself to bed and put my taco inside the purse so that nobody ever sees that darn thing again. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I'm go.
And I hope that you all get some sleep. I'm going to go watch TV until I fall asleep. Or videos. I'm going to watch videos on how to make a little taco bag. Nice. Watch Miss Marker. I've been watching Lauren something or other on YouTube, as well as So Sweetness. She really doesn't go through Sarah doesn't really go through the exact things unless you pay for the thing tutorials, the paid for ones. So yeah, it's usually just chit chats and like how something's done on the side. So I'll probably just look up whatever videos I can on, I guess it's called Clam Bag, honestly. And we'll see. Other than that, yeah. All right, so we got June, Diane, Chris, Tamara. Hold on, who else was here? I thought I saw another name up there. Michelle. Okay, I think that's all the names. I think I got it all. All right, guys. Well, it's 2:16 in the morning here, and I'm going to go. Night, everyone. Love y'all. I will see you next Insomniac video, which has been quite not often, but I'm just getting myself back on track again. So, see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Subscribe. Like. Bye.